It was only a matter of time, to be perfectly honest. We did that as a blast, and in this case, if Kumon blasts, if you have Grismon, he'll blast his evolve straight to ultimate form. Grapleomon, one of the strongest Digimon in the game. Mostly because he has. I think I'll unplug you for a second. This thing is not really connected super well. It's a really old device here, really old computer stuff here. Very difficult to use. Hate when that happens here. Okay. Options, configure, gamepads, port 1. Jeez. Well, anyway, I can't. There we go. Techniques. Cycle turbine, mounted round kicks. Tells AMP, but the MP when you blast it, infinite MP. And you get your unique ability for that digivolution. Cycle turbine is a very powerful skill as has no elemental phase, and it does that much damage in 2 of the 3 hits. That's a lot of damage early in the game. Oh, I thought I should see blast this, I'd show that off. Also, for the point that why I'm also fighting Quailamon instead of anything else is because the only fight at this point that I know of, Quailamon have a slight chance to drop an item called a water chip, which gives water tolerance. By between 1 to 5, I think. So I boost water tolerance. It took us damage on all water attacks. So I continue to grind here, and I'll be back here eventually, I guess. So Angela blasted too. If you've watched the first season, you probably know where this is going. Angela Blasted evolves. The main Angemon. His ultimate level. You can look at what his technique is. Because it's Cave Destiny. This attack in this game does have a small chance to one-shot the enemy. And yes, the one-shot does work on bosses. It didn't give damage because this one-shot him. It's rare that it works on bosses, though. It's all a matter of variety of values. Right, I guess I'll see you later. Maybe you can get on blast when I finish grinding, whichever comes first. So, till then, right? It was funny is sometimes I had to hit escape. I had to continue control for the game as I control. Anyway, you should run Growlmon and he blasts. Growlmon will blast to War Growlmon. Also, should point out the DNA, you restore your HP. He has Sonic Blaster. Unfortunately, Java to blasting is empty to blast gauge. That's basically all it does. Anyway, back when they're done. Yes. Yes! Finally got them all. They're all the champs up to 50. Took a while, but we're done. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Nintendo Rose. Welcome you back to Let's Play Digimon World 3. I look at rookie levels when I do order, especially for some boss fights, which you should see. These are the stats. Digimon has Air Blast, Small Double Guard, and Mega Tornado. Mega Double Guard increasing defense, the Mega Tornado being a level 2 win technique. This one has Lightning Slash, Whirlwind, Hammer Rush, and Spinal Tap. Hammer Rush deals multiple hits, and Spinal Tap has a chance to paralyze enemies. Gromon has double power, double guard, picking claw, and counterword. Picking claw is basically your steal, and counterword lets him counter without the use of the counter crest. But his attack is purely coincidental. So let's take out Seiryu later then. So if it's house clan, let's do that. I had it level 50 earlier, but then my computer crashed. But then my Steam drive crashed. So hopefully it don't happen again. I'll heal in Seiryu City and open up all the packs I got from the card mine I took out. There's Digivolve I will be able to do later on, but I can't do it right now. I believe it's Maiden Angemon and Tailmon, I think. Just a fusion. But, and that one's kind of broken. Like, super broken, because it's basically a life disc. It just costs some MP. But if you have bit coming out of your ears and you have giant life discs, you have nothing to worry about. I use a bit coming out of ears in this game because I have a lot of bit right now. 15,000 bit to be exact. And I could go to the Asuka Yellow Cruiser and buy some of the cards they have there, which are rare which they're all rare cards, by the way. I could do that. I buy one Black and Pyojima, which is a 50/40 brown card. But those cards aren't super useful. People later on in the game, they'll just bounce the shot. People have cards in their folders that can bounce a brown card, and can also that'll just bounce a brown card. Any brown card, be it a program or a Digimon, and others that you use mono color, or remove that color from your stack if you want to play that. So from the 50/50, so from you drew, you can't play it because you don't do white charges. Which is why one of those is not wise. I mean, you can try, but because they always show the same cards every time. But I don't want to deal with that. If you fight Seiryu leader and he beats you with your entire team at 50, grind 60 and try again. And if that doesn't work, 70, then 80, then 90, then 99. If you don't beat 99, you should rethink life choices, because you have ultimates at that point. You shouldn't lose ultimates to Seiryu leader. That is impossible. Not necessarily impossible. We'd have to just take every turn, but details. You get 0 Digivolution XP if you fight with the rookie. It's important that I point that out. It doesn't get more XP if you fight with the rookie. It doesn't work that way. Their stats are entirely based on the rookie stats. As the rookie goes up, and as the rookie stats go up, so too do the stats of all the devolutions. Stats do change and differ, but that's for much later. When it becomes relevant, which is not now. You see them all blasted you off. You know what their ultimates are. Which is in line with the show I watched. I watched the entire first 3 seasons of from start to finish. And I'm quite sure I'll also use it. Here's heal up, open up my packs, see if I get any nice cards. I'm looking for specific cards to be perfectly honest. We'll tell you what they are, but it's regular victory, so we gotta pack the cards are in though. I don't know if I get them. I don't know if I get it, but we'll see. No, the burst charge. The Berserk energy, same thing. Have a lot of these. That's 3. That's 4. Awesome. And now 4 of them. I don't know if I'll go there after this episode for the next one. It's gonna be a whole lot stronger. Okay, I'll add my folder after this episode's over. By not talking to everyone. So you're gonna tell everyone to add your folder and all. I'm not buying anything armor here because there's a location in the game you can buy better stuff anyway. I'm gonna show off something else here. Now that we switched to Digimon, we could probably just jump one off if we wanted to. But I kinda wanna have to do it 10 all times. The Digivolve, you can check the Digivolve. I changed the Digivolve type, which I don't have any. But we can learn techniques. What techniques means that no matter what, if they're in digital form, if I were to go, if I were to Digimon, I can now use lightning slash a robot as well. It's good to load some techniques are worth loading, some others not so much. I just want to load 2 techniques right out of the gate, so just in case something goes wrong, I can quickly. A Digimon chart shows how the Digivolve chart shows how the Digivolve. It's not important. Not yet. Not for a while. Until we have more options. Or don't really matter. Pattern will always come first, no matter what. Salt 1. They're not out. They're still alive. They're still conscious. They have one hit. They only hit point after the fight's over. That way you never SOL. The game can code that. It can handle it. Making another hard save. If you want to guys bid to get those cards at Nisusi, go nuts. You can sell the wild chips for a decent chunk of change. But I used all of them on. But they used one on Kumon and they used the other ones on Gilmon because he might have those. So this is the water techniques. That stay safe real quick in case my CDR crashes again. Leader here is a great tamer. Never stops chain, no matter what. Let's do a first gym battle. I mean leader battle. It's technically is gym. Hey, you're the. See you guys, you met Serrano. Now you got me? Kimo's on the other claw. I see the other claw. Well, Kimo has it, but okay. Alright, make your move. He owes me to Tarumon. Yeah. If it's you should be able to just nuke everything he's got. If he wants to go a lot faster, grind level 99, just have level 99, and then make sure and try to get level 20, you'll get mate and you'll get some ultras to play with. Which by that point you probably want your promo something anyway, so it's irrelevant. So I got Tyrannomon, which oddly enough, even if it's a chain battle, they can still drop stuff. So maybe just drop the item I'll need later on. Because grinding for it is not something I plan on doing. I could grind for it, but I really don't want to. It's not that rare of a drop, but I just don't have one yet. Also, looking into it, evade is determined by your speed, so if you max out your speed, chances are you'll evade almost every attack early in the game. I don't want to rely on that because then I won't have enough attack to back up my strategies. I'm just sweeping him like nobody's business. I want to point out that Digimon never get more than one level after a fight. Actually, the next level gets they're getting 2 levels. Okay, we'll get 1 level. I think. It's been a long time. I'm not really entirely sure. I think he went up 1 level every fight for a while. I was grinding in the probably the best grinding spot for Digivolutions. Stop blocking my tornadoes. They need to grow. Become larger. Rip cows from whatever and just give those guys in the sky who can tell me to give them my cows, not that I have any to speak of anymore. Well, my aunt and uncle do run a farm, but it's not a ranch. But there are no animals on it except for, I believe, 2 cats. Yeah. Farm. With cats. I'd rather not lose Patamon. Not only because of medical, but also because I kind of want to be able to get XP for my Digimon so I don't train them as much later on when I need to grind some more. For the next difficult fight. You say 50 for this for Seiryu here is because after the heavy team we need to head to the next sector and their issues have 50s anyway. Or ultimates, really, the option is yours. Ultimates are better, but I don't want to sit here grinding for however long it should be grind times 2 days. What's her name? I'm Nin10. That was an honorable battle. And I completely curve stopped you. Alright then, Nin10 did this with you. Let's see, badge and silver ticket. One of these is important, the other not so much. Even the battle's ahead. The important items, don't lose them. Thanks, Seiryu leader. Challenge Suzaku with a stealth system next. You still have 1 ways ahead, but you can do it. Good luck. So now I figure I got a stealth sector. If we look at the map here, stealth is around here. Looks like it connects to the Kicking Forest. So we'll head there and take a look around, see if we can't find something. Check the time right now. We're good for. Oh, okay, we're good. I'll start the next sequence before I do that. The Aqua will be there from now to the end of the game, by the way. off to King Forest. But before I do that, I want to talk to somebody. This guy right here? DRI Jimmy. Work on organization either. Oh, I'm Jimmy. I used to set the DRI. Hey, your Digimon is cool. Shame to get him stronger. If you talk to him with certain levels with your Digimon, which I don't remember, you can just look it up, Google that. There's a box for that. You guys can get DDNA from War Grandmon. War Grandmon can be found in an area we haven't accessed yet. More on that when we access the area. It's in cell sets or so. Head up a cutscene. Hey Nintendo, this is big, really big. What's up? Why are you in such a hurry? Lucky Mouse appeared. What? Lucky Mouse? Did you know? He's a genius hacker. He can hack into any program. I should probably triple clip my files then. that way you can have to wait a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm a big fan of his. I really want to meet him. I'm joking because of how that works out. This is also the own point Digimon Online. We will go into emergency meetings at this time. Because you will not be able to return to the real world, but you will be charged during this time. Everyone will be playing for free. In other words, you're playing a game that's pay to win without paying anything. You hear? I'm sure the class doesn't do that. Surprisingly enough, I'm not surprised. Man, I can't stand it. I'm gonna find Lucky Mouse. Okay. Hey Teddy, don't get caught. I get put in jail for no reason. Left. He's always like that when he gets excited. Now you're kidnapped. You can't see I have this awkward smile on my face right now. I know a lot of things on the game that most people overlook. It is 8:50 in the morning. I am tired. My eyes hurt. I was attempting to watch Okami this time. I usually try to do, and my eyes started to give up about 10 episodes in, so I just paused it, turned it off, and now I'm up here doing this with my eyes hurting. I should pay a little eventually. It's the graphics of Okami that hurt my eyes, unfortunately. I don't have much of an option. This is a turn out. I want to see if my levels are where they should be for different DRI agent, so I can get another Digimon that I'll probably never use. I could use it and level it, but if I do that, I'm just gonna after beating the game, go back and then cheat its levels, max all the levels out after with cheats after I beat the game. Because the rule of thumb is, if you want to do something, if you want to cheat in the game, beat it legitly first. It's kind of a rule. Cheats can mess up your game, so want to beat it first so you don't mess up your game too much. If I ever cheat in a game, I usually just give myself in Pokemon. I always give myself lots of rare candies because the EVs are maxed. Do I really want to sit and grind for 10 hours? No, I don't. I just give myself 50 rare candies and just go from there. However, last time I did that, I lost all my 4 stores for the top of my list for some reason. I'm Johan. I'm teaching Agumon. I'm from Greymon, but I don't know where he is. If I want to do that, I can proceed with my research. Oh, see him? Can you get the DDNA from him? Agumon has a partner as a reward. So, where else are fine. Yeah, they won't be that high. I think it has to be between X and 50. We're under 50 right now. So, what we can do, so now we know that. So larger than 20, less than 50. I know it's worse than 20 because 20 to 22 is not high enough. 26 is high enough though, so maybe 23-ish. I don't know. You can go Google it. I'm not gonna. But he has to get DNA from Metal Greymon. Now, Metal Greymon is in South Sector, but we can't reach him just yet. I took a note of when all the DRAs show up and where they show up, so. Greymon was there, and Agumon's there. Just gonna talk doesn't mean just because of the Greymon or Greymon will not show up because I don't need to talk to him. Okay, Greymon DNA when you have Greymon would be redundant because this is DNA from your Greymon, so it would be redundant. ddNA stands for digital deoxyribonucleic acid. I took biology. I got a super low B, but I took it. You guys are lucky. If I recall, you guys take biology or crime, whatever. I had to take biology. I didn't give it an option. Found him. The cards and boosters that the blue Cardmon and the yellow Cardmon are different. Blue Cardmon didn't have more Digimon, where yellow tend to have more programs, but that's not completely true, although the walkthrough says that. They have a hard time dropping boosts with programs. The yellow Cardmon do. Notice anybody about battle, so I'll keep them in for now. Someone complains about them. I'll show off any new ones like it's Baby normally does when he has a new fight. He shows off that fight and never shows that same fight again. Or I could be like Rome and just show them all anyway. It's in Pokemon. So something that's in the show. You go down here, you can find this guy, Tanner Bob. What do we battle? No matter how to do it, I can't find the answer. I can't find this by myself. He won't fight you until you have a much higher charisma, so don't worry about him. But he's there, just so we're clear. Here's a hole. The Tanner will show up down there, I think, in this server. Also, I don't know for sure. It's been so long, I don't remember. Last time I beat this game was like over a year, like 3 or 4 years. It was a few years ago, so I don't remember much. So I got a blur, and I used the standard pack to do that. Well, welcome to East Station. East Sector, in case you didn't know where it was. Well, you do have a date right now, but it's more fun than anything else. You can't ever do it anyway, so it's all it is. I know I said this. When it's valid, I just won't go on the date. You can't go on the date right now anyway. So you're still in a month right now. He won't know, and he won't care because the news has probably already said that they can't give it to you over right about now. Or they'll ignore it like they did until it actually became an actual problem. You know the world and everything, but if you drive but you can't. But anything on the computer, basically, Postgres came back. It was coming out again. Actually, terrible was running computers. Then that's Bro, that's bad news. That's really, really bad news. Because then if a virus infects the main system, then all computer systems will be infected with the virus, which will cause everything on computers to malfunction, which means basically Cyber Armageddon. Something I really don't want to go into right now. I have so much cyber terrorism, all kind of like the Battle series where some group of the world is run by some guy named Seiryu who specializes their box to try to destroy the net. You know that that type of plot that that type of plot that no one really understands until the game spells out for you again. Alright, so we didn't get it to the end of the game. All I knew is that there's this guy named Wiley. He's got a missile. He creates this virus and tries to destroy the world with it. He failed because the game has got a sequel, so. I'm sad I'm not gonna date. This better be an enjoyable game. Huh? Who's in charge here? Where is everyone? Peak power on. System reboot. It was off. Don't know why. It was the same. Whoa, what? I have an operating system of G-Purpose gondola. To turn on this gondola head towards South Sector, a counter-sensitive blue card is required. Digimon blue card possesses, therefore take for those Digimon. I see, Digimon for a blue card. I think that's Gilmon. No, you can't ask your Gilmon for a blue card. That'll make sense. I should go to Gilmon City. Yes, the city. As in, go here to do this thing so you can go here, to go here, to go here, to here. We're gonna be giving them a run. It's all a goose chase at this point. I will meet you guys back in Seiryu City in the next episode. We track down that blue card. Until then.